Tonight at 6, bodies found in a basement. The double homicide investigation that's underway in one Northern Virginia suburb where a person of interest was taken into custody. We've got the latest. And on the trail, high stakes contests in the DMV, including in Maryland. How candidates are vying for your vote, and now speaking up about the hotly contested Senate race that's there. And falling just short, the Commanders lose in Baltimore. The close finish in the Battle of the Beltway. We're live with how fans are feeling, but still holding on to a winning record.
And we had another day of warm temperatures around the region. Today, though, we had a lot of winds with that. Those will switch overnight and cool us off quite a bit for your Monday. I'll have your complete forecast coming up in minutes.
And we're stretching your dollar. Flu season is on our doorstep. How to save money over the counter before falling under the weather.
You're watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Good Sunday evening. Thank you for joining us for DC News Now at 6 o'clock. I'm Ben Dennis. We begin tonight in Virginia. Police say 2 bodies were found in the basement of a home in Prince William County. Authorities are investigating this as a double homicide. Officials responded to a Hanson Grove Court home in Manassas for a welfare check around 2:30 this morning. It's there police found a man and a woman shot in the basement. They were both pronounced dead on scene. Police say a person of interest was detained in Brunswick, New Jersey. Right now, we don't know their relationship to the victims, but police say they did know each other. The shooting, they added, it does not appear to be random. People we spoke to in the neighborhood say that they're shocked by a stunning discovery like it.
A little bit nerve-wracking because it's a lot of kids out here. This is a super safe neighborhood, so you don't see anything like that happening out here. So it kind of really caught me off guard.
Stay with us on air and online at dcnewsnow.com for more developments. All right, in the district, police say that 3 people are recovering after being shot in Southeast early this morning. Officials responded to Barnaby Street around 1:10. This is near the Maryland line. It's there they found a man and woman who had been shot, both conscious and breathing. Police added another victim, a man, showed up at the hospital after being shot. He's undergoing treatment. That investigation is ongoing. Meantime, Metro Police say that they have arrested a 14-year-old boy for having this illegal semi-automatic 9mm handgun. They say this arrest happened Monday night. MPD currently offers rewards of up to $2,500 for any tips that lead to the recovery of illegal guns. Well, it's not the result that Washington Commanders wanted this afternoon. They fell to the Ravens 30-23 just a short time ago in Baltimore. But the game captured the attention of local fans on both sides, no doubt. DC News Now's Dave Laval joins us from Exiles Bar in Northwest DC with reaction. Dave's not the result DC fans wanted. Tell us how they're feeling right now.
Well, good evening to you, Ben. Certainly not the result Commanders fans wanted. Something did have to give after this contest. The Ravens winner of 3 straight, the Commanders on a 4-game winning streak. Fans packed Exiles to watch the game, which it had been pretty close throughout the contest. But the Ravens proved to be a bit too much. They won it 30-23. Baltimore improves to 4-2, sits alone in first in the AFC North Division. The Commanders, on the other side, fall to 4-2, remain tied with Dallas for first in the NFC East. Disappointment for Washington fans as something they've had to deal with during recent years, but they told us this season feels different.
Oh, so excited. This is the first time I've been excited for a Redskins game in a long time. So they're having a great year this year, and especially want to see them beat the Baltimore Ravens.
Today's win also means Baltimore Mayor Brandon Scott will get a half smoke from D.C. Mayor Muriel Bowser to settle a bet. She will also proclaim Baltimore Club Music Day and encourage people to visit the Baltimore National Aquarium. We're live in Northwest. Dave Laval, DC News Now.
All right, Dave. Another week, another game, and another day, another forecast with Derek Boney's in for Scott Sumner. It looks a little breezy on our rooftop camera right there.
Yeah, it's been breezy all afternoon. I mean, I was at the point where I had to almost turn the television off because it was just bouncing up and down all afternoon with the winds just rushing on in from the south mostly for now. But as we head throughout the night, those winds will turn more westerly and northwesterly as we go into your Monday. So we're going to see quite a bit of a temperature change changeroo as we head in towards your Monday. We're looking at temperatures today. They are into the 70s and 80s. Tomorrow, we're talking about temperatures into the 60s around the area. We're looking at, of course, current conditions, 78 degrees, mostly cloudy at the moment. We have those south winds at around 17 miles per hour. We're definitely going to see those winds continuing slightly overnight. They'll take a break as the sun goes down, but once we head up into tomorrow, those winds will start gusting anywhere from 25 up to 35 miles per hour tomorrow, with those winds changing from the south to the west, northwest.
All right, Derek. Well, new tonight, authorities in Southern California say that they've arrested a man with several guns and a fake press pass outside a campaign rally for former President Donald Trump that happened yesterday. Police arrested the man at a checkpoint outside the rally in the Coachella Valley. 49-year-old Vem Miller of Las Vegas was found to be in illegal possession of a shotgun and a loaded handgun and a high-capacity magazine. The local sheriffs said that the incident was, quote, probably a third assassination attempt on the former president. But right now, we don't know of any evidence that shows the man's intentions. They say the incident had no impact on the safety of attendees or the former president. All right, a teenage girl was just sentenced in the brutal beating death of a 64-year-old man in D.C. This happened a year ago. A judge ordered the now 15-year-old to be behind bars until 2027. She previously pleaded guilty. The sentence was more than what prosecutors were asking for. Investigators say that she's one of 5 girls who were charged in the death of Reggie Brown, and say when she noticed Brown was so badly hurt that he was moving slowly, she stepped back and stopped participating. Reggie Brown's sister was in court and shared her reaction to the decision.
The young lady today, she was remorseful, she showed empathy, and she apologized to the families. So therefore, we think that Judge Briggs made an excellent decision on the behalf of our family today.
Brown says that she wants the other girls to also be fully held accountable. The trial for 2 other teens involved continues next week. Meantime, an investigation is underway after somebody spray painted the word genocide on a sign at American University. This is at Ward Circle. It's considered the front door of the campus. The university says they will hold those responsible accountable. In a statement to DC News Now, AU's president says in part, quote, expressing and advocating for deeply held beliefs is a core element of who we are as individuals and as a community. But when that advocacy becomes destructive, when it is expressed through behavior that violates our policies, laws, and values, it hurts our community. All right, switching gears, people coming together to protest plans to renovate the 100-year-old golf course in Rock Creek Park. The renovation includes plans to cut down thousands of trees to build a new clubhouse and driving range. The National Park Service says half of those trees are already dead or in poor health, adding that plans to use the lumber from those trees will be used to create furniture. All right, DC News Now is your local election headquarters. Voters are casting ballots, including in Maryland's 6th congressional district. That includes Montgomery, Frederick, Washington, Garrett, and Allegheny counties. We had a chance to meet up with both candidates running for the House seat there. Republican Neil Parrott is taking another run for Capitol Hill, while Democrat April McLean Delaney is running for the seat that her husband, John Delaney, once held for 6 years. While both House candidates are actively on their own campaign trails, they shared what they want in the next U.S. Senator for Maryland. That's, of course, the hotly contested race between former Governor Larry Hogan and Prince George's County Executive Angela Alsobrooks.
And thinking about how our senator could actually advocate also to bring back, some infrastructure funding and some good community project grants within our district to really drive good living wages.
We need to make sure we have a good partnership with the Senate and the House. And I need someone who's going to go in there and help to fight inflation, try to work to balance the budget. Someone who's going to work to create those jobs that we need to have, especially in Western Maryland.
Of course, you can always get your latest election news at dcnewsnow.com. There's some new details on crime trends in one of Maryland's largest counties. Prince George's County police say that overall crime is down, but violent crime remains high. DC News Now's Tiger Mudd explains.
This week, Prince George's County released new statistics that show total crime is down by 10% in the county compared to this time last year. However, at the same time, violent crime has also risen by 4%, with assaults going up as much as 10%. While these numbers can seem confusing, former officer and founder of Jacob's Ladder, Jarrell Jordan, enforces what these numbers mean.
The police department's really going to deploy their resources, okay, to try to prevent crimes, to try to be in the area of crimes occur, and then also just for the general public, their knowledge, the community, so they can just know exactly what's going on. You want crime to be as low as you can be and try to reduce it as much as you can. I mean, this time of year, as the temperatures are dropping, we just need to be mindful of everything, just the small stuff.
The county is also taking measures to stump youth crime in the area. Newly implemented in the summer was a juvenile curfew for commercial businesses. Those around the community who work with youth, such as Jordan, say that this is a step in the right direction. There's still much more work to be done within the community itself.
The citizens are sharing the information to the law enforcement officers, okay, so they know exactly what's going on in the neighborhoods. And then also the police officers need to make sure they're sharing that same information back to the citizens. So it's a two-way street when it comes down to communications.
Jordan and other officers say that citizens will always be important in stopping crime, and that while the summer is over, to stay vigilant as the holiday season approaches. Reporting in Fort Washington, I'm Tiger Munn, DC News Now.
All right, thanks to Tiger. Some service changes right now for Metro riders. They're about to happen for the rest of the day and tomorrow. Buses are replacing trains running along the Red Line between Shady Grove and Grosvenor Strathmore. Then tomorrow, Metro will operate on a Saturday schedule in observance of Columbus Day and Indigenous Peoples Day. Trains will run from 5 a.m. to midnight.